is up, everyone? Thanks so much for checking out the video. Today, as you kind of saw there, I am going to attempt to make 3 little EDC Tanto blades, and I'm going to try to do sort of a compound grind on each one. The last time I did this, didn't work. So fingers crossed for this time. I got them all traced out here. The little pattern that I used, I actually designed this in Adobe Illustrator and just printed out a little outline, cut it out with a razor blade, and we're off to the races. It's kind of how I normally do these things. I can't draw to save my life, but somehow I can do it in Illustrator and it works out all right. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much. Let's get out there and get to it. All right, we are back from outside. Let me tell you something. I mean, it's probably 60 degrees right now in Central Florida on January 20th. I mean, it's like hoodie weather, but it must have been super cold overnight because holy moly, that little dunk tank I've got working there is cold. My fingers are freezing. Yep, I don't know where my other glasses went, so I'm doing it without them because those are fogging up on me. Here's what Brandon looks like without glasses. It's weird. Now, anyway, so we got these things, these blanks out. See, I've got my camera up here. You can kind of see them. I got them cut out, grind it up, and then put onto the surface grinder. So I've got somewhat of a decent starting point with these. Next up, it's gonna mark them up, drill some holes, grind in a sharpening choil, and then we'll be out to get the bevels on. So let's get that moving. Hey, good morning. It is the next day. It's still morning, 11:21. I'm just now getting out here. I did not get a chance to do everything that I wanted to do yesterday because, well, life got in the way and my ADHD just took me on a path that decided that we need to get some other shit taken care of, and I didn't, but I worked on it at least. So we have got the holes drilled. You didn't see it, but I put a little fuller in the tang here to kind of make some room for epoxy and lighten these things up a little bit. I have made a decision. I didn't explain this before. The last time that I did something similar to this and tried to do a compound grind, I ground the bevel too thin pre-heat treat. And it caused a big warp right there. And so this time I decided to go ahead and heat treat it without grinding the bevels in and just suffer the consequences of having to grind fully hardened bevels from the very beginning. It sucks. It's going to take a little bit longer to grind. I'm going to have to be real careful about keeping it cool enough, but I think it's the best call. Just based off what happened the last time. So we're gonna see. I'm getting ready. We're gonna go heat treat these things. I'm not gonna talk about the heat treat. I'm just gonna film some of it, and I'll put together a little montage, just some music here for you, because that's what I like to do. So you don't have to hear my voice anymore. That's all I got. Let's go get into it. Guys, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. This is part 1. I think there's going to be 2 parts. We shall see. If I'm completely honest, that first part of this video you just watched, I completely overshot. There's so much footage. I kind of dig it. I actually had a really good time editing it, which is how it got to be so long. It's already like, 10, 12 minutes, something like that. And so this is just kind of a wrap up for it. I'm gonna go in and get this footage uploaded and get it ready to go onto the YouTubes, and then we're gonna finish it up. Spoiler alert, this is one, this is another one. I've got one in the Kydex press right now, making a sheath for it. You're not gonna see that process or the sheaths. There's a lot you're not gonna see in the second part. I'm sorry. I overshot the first part and undershot the second part because honestly it takes so long to move cameras around and do everything, and I get tired of doing it. So I do what I can. I am trying to grow this channel, but it's gonna come in segments because there are things. So we have the spoiler alerts, we have the knives that are coming. You will see a good portion of the finishing process there. Yeah, and we're gonna keep trudging forward. I've got some projects that I'm getting ready that I'll be starting probably today. I may film those, I may not, haven't quite decided yet. Yeah, guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching. Oh, I know what I needed. So you're not gonna be able to see this. I don't think I can get it close enough, and I don't think I can get it to focus there. But then it's out of the light, so it's not gonna focus. You'll see it in the next video. When I heat treated these knives, you notice I had the clay on the spine. Of those 3 that I heat treated, I clayed all 3. Only 2 of them had wire, I believe. Only 1 Hamon came out, and I don't know why. It could be, I'm sure it's something I screwed up because they're all 1095. They're all literally, you saw at the beginning, they're all made out of the same block of steel. So you saw that. The only thing I can figure is, there's just a couple things. One, something in the claying process I did that didn't work out. All 3 of them dried overnight, so it wasn't like I didn't let it dry enough and then went with it. So it could be something there. It could be with the oil. I preheat the oil. I've got a big old masonry chisel that I use to preheat the oil. So it could be a situation where, on the first knife it worked. On the second and third knife, the oil was too hot from the first knife and the masonry chisel that the Hamon didn't work. I may have quenched it wrong. I don't know. Something didn't work. All 3 are hard. They'll have hard edges, but I only got 1 Hamon to actually come out in the process, which is weird. I don't quite understand it, but yeah, I don't know. It could be a numerous things. Also, I'm using a new microphone. When I do these, when I'm talking to the camera, I use a Zoom H6 recorder with the attached microphone. Prior, I was using the XY microphone, which is kind of shaped like that. Now I got the shotgun mic attachment. I'm hoping that this works a little better because with the XY, it's not really made for vocal stuff, and it can get a little muddy, and I haven't figured out how to clean it up in post quite yet. This one, I'm gonna see what I get. So hopefully you notice a difference in the quality of my voice that everybody loves to hear, because I'm always nasally because, well, God hates me and Mother Nature hates me and I'm allergic to everything, and so I always am stuffy. It's who it is to be Brandon, is to be a stuffy mess. Oh, lost focus. There it goes. Got it back. Yeah. So anyway, thank you a million times over for watching these videos. Hopefully if they're getting better. If you go back and watch some of the past ones, hopefully we're progressing and moving in the right direction. Learning how to film myself has been an arduous task, if nothing else. So, you know what? We're moving forward, and I'm hopeful. And yeah, let's rock and roll this shit. See you in the next one. Later.